I did all those things, and I literally thought I was a high performer, but I was a perfectionist. And they're very, very different. And you can imagine a perfectionist doesn't feel a lot of joy, right? They feel a lot of fear. So I take a stand that you can have success in your life without compromising things like your health, without forgetting your children's first names, ha ha ha, right? Right? Like without demolishing your family unit and your friendships. I think that's what my fear of success was, that it would come at too high of a cost. Okay, so let's look at your life. And if you look at life coaching, I'm a business coach, but if you look at life coaching, they kind of segment your life into these arenas. And I call these the arenas of the amped life. And the first is love. If you have an intimate relationship, family and friends, health. Your mission is usually what you get paid for. It's usually your job, your career, your play. There's this thing called play. High performers play really well. And spirituality, which can mean a lot of things, but that can mean your purpose on the planet. It can mean your meaning to your life. It can mean how you serve greatly. And if you imagine all these 6 were dots on a wheel, spokes on a wheel, the definition of balance, which is our theme, in my definition is that you are in alignment in all 6 areas. So what I want you to do is I want you to rate yourself 0 to 10. 0 is like I am miserably failing this area of my life in terms of how you want it to be. And 10 is I am knocking it out of the ballpark. And just do an assessment for yourself. And that, my friends, is your definition of balance. So I take a stand that balance is not more achievement, it's more alignment. You love that? It's more alignment. So a lot of people would look at Garth and I's life, my husband, and they'd be like, you are not doing enough of this and this and this, and I haven't cooked for 2 years. I am like not cooking my way to the top. Who hates me not? Who hates me not? Of course, like, I cook a little bit, yeah, right? Like, there are things that I'm saying no to. There are things that he's saying no to. There's things we're saying yes to, right? But the alignment for us, we are in full alignment. So I don't feel like I'm imbalanced. But there's a phase of our lives, right, where balance is going to look different as the things that we care about shift. Okay, so what the heck is the AMP life? The AMP life is the high performance life, and it's an acronym, and we're going to go through it. And A is you're activated, and we're going to talk about this, but you're activating your ideal self. And high performers aren't different than you and I, they just activate themselves differently than you and I, which just means, in simple terms, they remind themselves of who they want to be a lot. So I don't know about you, but I have a forgetter that works pretty well sometimes, right? And sometimes I forget, right? High performers are constantly triggering themselves to remind themselves of what they want to be about. That definition of success from Maya Angelou. They're constantly doing that. We'll talk about that. They're motivated. The question you want to ask about motivation is, am I serving greatly? So people come to me, Dr. Erin, I'm not motivated. I'm just not feeling it. That tells me you've forgotten your mission. You have forgotten how you want to serve greatly. You've just forgotten. People that remember get motivated. So you don't have to find your motivation somewhere. It's your mission. It's what lights you up. P is productive. So we all know in workforce and beyond, we want to be more productive, but this is the definition of productivity that I go by. Productivity is a measure of how well you're leading your mission. Productivity is a measure of how well you're leading your mission. So I'm not interested in you working 18 hours a day. That doesn't check the box for me that says you're productive and you're not. It's how well are you leading your mission. Energized, high